Hit the bottles with your crossbow. The trophy I got for the blade verbena. I left it with my mother. Seems like I should be worth a bigger reward. With the elevator wrecked, the only way to reach the throne room is by going through Jessamine's old hidden chamber to Emily's safe room. Sokolov always seemed ageless. Not now. I shouldn't be here. That's my daughter. How many more chances will I get to travel, to leave Dunwall? Let's go. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight. Ramsay and the Crown Killer were just the start. I need to break down Delilah's remaining allies. Jindosh, the Duke, all of them. Yes, I paid a visit to Byrne and Paolo. At least I think I did. And I've been to Aramis Stilton's house. We can go. It's not ready. Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again. I'd love to put this through Delilah's head. Whoa. I'll need this. I didn't see you approach. No, I don't think you will. Goodbye, Billy. I'm taking the skiff and I'll go alone from here. We'll find you, Anton. I've been away. What's it been like here in the capital city? Sokolov's style. It's Delilah. Animals. No respect. If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that birth shouldn't give anyone the right to rule. You earn it every day by serving the people who need you. Now I'm coming to end your tyranny, Delilah. The things I could type up on this. Fill a book with all the people I've killed. Take that, dog. That must be Paolo. Maybe this will be useful at Addermeyer Institute. I've broken into palaces before. They're made to keep out armies. Stopping a single man who's dedicated to his cause, that's another story altogether. Brianna Ashworth. Ramsay's men barred it so he'd have time to loot Emily's safe room. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting. I might be able to get around that, going back into the past. Whoa. I'll hide and watch. Jindosh could have stayed at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He might have done some good there. This won't open without Duke Abel's vault key. The bloodflies are worse this year than I've ever seen. Definitely odd. Something just shifted. Hello, old friend. It's a long way down. Megan, Mortimer Ramsay. You'll need these skills one of these days. I remember hiding and watching the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs himself, just before the end of his reign. The royal spy master. Never knew I was there. I remember my father's workshop. He passed too early. The conservatory. How did you think this would end for you, Ashworth? He's gone. That's it. Excellent. The Duke still made a wreck of this place, but now with Stilton active in the district, maybe the miners are a little better off. I remember workers breaking ground on the Royal Conservatory, but it wasn't complete until I was already living in Dunwall. Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts. Sokolov's being held in an area called the Assessment Chamber. Almost, but not yet. I'll do whatever it takes to end her and get Emily back. You're quick and quiet, Emily. That's going to serve you well someday. No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies. The party's taken its toll. Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. Hypatia did terrible things under the influence of her formula, but she's free now. Delilah turned Emily to stone. I will find a way to make her flesh again. The Duke has pissed away any respect I might have had for his position. He's going to pay for his part in Delilah's coup. So much time has passed since I first left Karnaca. So many moments gone. I remember how the Lord Regent wielded one of these. Bureaucratic weasel. It's been an unusual day. There's a coup underway and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. There's always another way inside. Not fast enough. That's it. The electricity is off. Remember, build up as much speed as you can before jumping. Out into the world once more. I might need this. Ichabod Boyle, torn apart by the Crown Killer. No friend of mine. Maybe he didn't deserve to die like that. All that sneaking out of the tower at night has paid off. That was for my daughter, traitor. Delilah Caldwin. This must be the legendary Jindosh lock. Dust storm coming. Very good. Often it's better to avoid a fight if you can. Jessamine. You'd laugh if you could see me now in this situation. Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet. Approach me with stealth, Your Majesty. A good man dies. You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under. I hope 5 years away gives you time to think, while the city rebuilds itself without your little war. The only way out of here is through the present, using this timepiece. Jindosh cannot be allowed to live. The High Overseer. Megan, how much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? Why use words when I've got weapons to make my point? I'm inside. Where's Paolo? This probably means there's a black market shop somewhere nearby. The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then. Her reign is off to a grand start. He won't. I'll be paying him a visit momentarily. I bet Sokolov would admire these. Yes, I haven't come this far to fail now, Delilah. It's time to face the music. If I know Delilah, she'll be up in the throne room. Emily! Hide behind this. Time is an odd thing. I left Karnaca decades ago, excited about all that Dunwall might hold. I remember falling in love with Jessamine, watching her crowned as Empress, Emily's birth, the rat plague, then Jessamine's death and another coronation. Now all this, back in the city where I was born. Impossible. Someone got in the Crown Killer's way. The city's gone to shit. The district where I grew up, even more so. Time to slit some throats. Vice Overseer Liam Byrne. Damn it! Megan Foster. Jessamine had one. In the evening, she'd sit and play. Come this way. I caught one of these in a net once, but it was a lot smaller. I'll wait for you. Stilton, quiet now. I'm fixing your mistake. I never liked the Abbey. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance. Easy. Vice Overseer Byrne's suspicions were right. This is a mercy. I wonder how the High Overseer is faring against Delilah back in Dunwall. Aim carefully and deliver a focused strike. What would Samuel think? An alarm. You're keeping dangerous secrets. I just know it. Stilton missed seeing Delilah return from the void. Let's see what Duke Bell keeps hidden away in here. Welcome to the final mystery, Jindosh. I feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. Better dead than living in a nightmare. It's what I'd want. That notebook contains Stilton's combination. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years? It's made of whalebone. It's done. Kieran Jindosh won't be making an army for the Duke and Delilah. Your soft life is over, decoy. You think you know what regret is? You helped a man murder the woman I loved in front of our 10-year-old daughter. There are no words for that crime. I miss listening to old Anton Sokolov and his travel stories. He even explored Pandyssia. She broke your chokehold. So this is how it works. Yes, I paid a visit to Byrne and Paolo, and I've been to Aramis Stilton's house. We can go. Ghastly. Howlers. With the power on, I can take the elevator to the throne room, the Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide? Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily. The overseers who sacrificed themselves fighting Paolo here. Of course, the Duke kept some of the clockwork soldiers for himself. You have no idea what you're responsible for, Stilton. This is it. Aramis Stilton's home. Where are you? You might as well show yourself. You've got great instincts, Emily. We'll keep training, Emily, but you're already very capable. Stay out of my line of sight. One less religious fanatic. That watchtower is active. Smart move. A watchtower. There must be a way to reduce the power. Crouch down and approach from behind. People like you can't be allowed to run amok. Lean your head out. Just take a peek. Good. Exactly. I heard that. Jessamine's old secret chamber is connected to Emily's safe room, which leads up to the throne room. Byrne. Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers. 4,000 years is a long time. What is this thing? I remember how putting your hair up that way drove you mad, and how glad you were to take it down. If Delilah's in the throne room, I can use the elevator to reach her. Murdered for nothing more than their loyalty to Emily. Ruthless. The Duke's palace, paid for with the blood of his people. Dunwall always has a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable. I'd better take these. I've got to get out of Dunwall. Through here. Jindosh was insane. How does this even work? These are the overseers that Mindy Blanchard sent me to find. A clean strike. Megan helped me find you. We need to leave. I wonder what's changed in Karnaca over the last 3 years. Was Stilton possessing all his senses? Yes. I paid a visit to Paolo and the Howlers. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house. We can go. Stilton's house seems quiet now. You all lived as zealots and you died for it. I need to get to Karnaca, where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on. If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to. I didn't hear you at all. So that's how that works. The energies of the void are different here. This is the night. The Duke and Ashworth must have gathered the others somewhere. You have a twisted view of the world, and I have no idea whether you're telling the truth or not. But it doesn't matter. The gate's down. I'll need the code. They'll pay for this. But I need to regroup, away from Dunwall. Not enough music in the world to block out all the shit I've seen. Never thought I'd be here again.
Hold your horses, Corporal Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old blood, one of the good families. And now that he's helped the rightful Empress take the throne, the Ramseys are going to be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
We had wind when I was young, but never dust storms. The past is seeping into the present, or vice versa. Delilah's new painting sounds dangerous, but I might be able to sabotage it. She spotted you. Not enough power. No, I never asked for your help, and I don't need it now. Grotesque. We should head out. As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy. Vulgar. The Duke wanted people afraid. What's done is done, but I had nothing to do with the killings. With Stilton dead and getting cold, how will recent history be changed? Move up quietly and apply a chokehold. In case I don't succeed, I won't let Delilah turn you inside out. I'll be damned to the void if I'm going to let you reimagine reality with this little fantasy of yours, Delilah. Will things go back to the way they were once I'm outside? Won't open without my ring. Everything is mixed up here. What happened? Fresh blood. The Crown Killer must be close. Let's go. Something's not right. But it seems familiar somehow. Maybe Alexandria, but sometimes your friends dictate your fate. I went back home to Serkonos to strike against those supporting Delilah, the architects of the coup against Emily. Shit. The Hatter Gang. I know Anton. The Duke's here with a woman named Delilah who's seized the throne. They have Emily and I barely got out. For now, I have to get away, recover my footing. The curator of the Royal Conservatory. It's all just one endless party for people like the Duke. The Empire will be better off without you, Luca. If only this were Delilah's head. Or the Duke's. All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here? An army of clockwork soldiers. I can't allow this. Emily, it should be interesting to see what happens over time. Now that Serkonos effectively has a new Duke. It's beautiful. You've served your purpose, Megan. With more corrupt runes, maybe I could turn Delilah's painting against her.
Empress or not, she's gonna bleed all the same.
Quiet and low. Good work. How am I supposed to get inside? By the void. Yes, let's go. Maybe I can resolve this without eliminating Hypatia. Her heart's in the right place. One more time, old friend. Every shot is precious. Make it count. You'd thank me if you could. Already growing cold. Don't try to move. I saw that. I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile. Emily and I have a lot to think about after all this is done. What? We'll leave soon, but not just yet. Who is Delilah, really? Jessamine's sister? Bearing the outsider's mark. Clockwork assassins. I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew. Goodbye. Once you've got an enemy, you can throw them forward. If old Samuel could see me now. Time to pay off your debt to society, Paolo. I wonder what I was doing in Dunwall on this night. Or what I am doing. The void. It was still there all along. Duke Abel is going to pay for this. I'm close to the Royal Conservatory now. Don't let me hear you or see you. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. Damn fools. Now look at you. All dead. Disgusting. I could never trust you with all you know. I guess Duke Abel felt all right tearing down the old palace. I have fond memories of that place. I'm almost sorry I didn't use the electroshock machine on Jindosh. He deserved it. Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. I've got to finish this first. Hurry! Choosing between a bunch of thugs and zealots. Maybe they'll kill each other off. A diversion for the decadent. Stay hidden. I'm here for Delilah. I'm going to take back the tower. I guess Dr. Hypatia's not seeing patients anymore. If I put Delilah on the throne, the painting should trap her in her own fantasy world. Don't worry. But what do you know about Delilah and her people? Not the first time someone's put me on a wanted poster. If you're quick enough with a chokehold, that's one more person who gets to wake up and go home. I should make my way to the docks. You deserve peace, my love. The body. You're safe like this for now. And I will find a way to bring you back. Another bloodfly infestation. Why would the Duke keep this old thing? I've known people like Jindosh. Broken children who'd cut up cats to see how they worked. All right, it's your turn. Now, my daughter, it's time to fight. I'll need to arm myself. It's the end of something, but it started in my homeland, Serkonos. This your ship? You made too much noise. Just like I taught you. That's it. The information was good. The only good overseer is a dead overseer. Again, you wanted a world of your own, Delilah, so have it. They'll pay for what they've done to the tower. No, again, without letting me see you. Just a bit more time. Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton. Let's leave this place. Even the void reeks of Delilah's bitterness. What a waste. No, again. Quieter. Someone's always angling for control of Karnaca. This is going to be tricky. What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Emily. The equipment on this level isn't powered, but I should be able to raise it to the level above. When I find Hypatia, I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer. Let's beat each other up, shall we? There's an energy in the air near this place. Maybe no one will even notice, but things have changed here for the better. Looks challenging. You got noticed. It's been too long since I've lived like this, on the move. The Duke spares no expense. Is this Ramsey? Reminds me of a certain mask. Where are my enemies? You'll have to try again. What's one more pile of bones? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh. The Howlers. Shuttered to the public. Wonder what's going on inside the Royal Conservatory. The Duke's incompetence? Or something more suspicious? Get behind the enemy, catch them by surprise, and choke them unconscious. There's no place for monsters like you in this world. Hide yourself behind that. Rats. Now the power's down. Vanity. No! Maybe it's open in the present. I saw Delilah in my dreams. Sorry, but you've seen too much to live, Sokolov. This part of the void feels older. There's a coup underway. She's imprisoned for lack of a better word. That's Addermeyer in the distance. Not sneaky enough. Soon. Hypatia, what can you remember? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He might be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans. What else? I'm counting every hour until I can get my hands around Delilah's neck. Something bad is about to happen to you, Stilton. What is that thing? Got it. Now to find Aramis Stilton. You asked for this. Good. I didn't hear you or see you. I felt this so long ago. Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is. Remember, a single pistol shot or a couple sword attacks can bring down even a veteran fighter. The family committee, looking out for the miners, for Jessamine. I am being hunted by half the people in the Empire. Part of me welcomes the fight if they find me. I can't ever forgive you for what you did, but suffering has a way of twisting people. You're a different woman today than you were then. We should head out. Most people won't notice you if you're above them, overhead. I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to topple her and find a way to help my daughter retake her throne. But I have to get there first, through a ruin created by the Duke, where I used to live. The Abbey assaulted the tower. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat. Maybe I should just spin it. Pick a place to lick my wounds. I've got to regroup. Time to leave this place. What was that? Keeping Stilton away from Ashworth's ritual changed things. Black market shop.
No more nonsense out of you.
Yes, let's get out of here. This district is stranger than you might imagine. Time to go. Use cover to stay out of sight. These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here. Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsay. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Maybe I can drag the Duke of Serkonos through one of these. Poor guy. Vice Overseer Byrne. Stilton's home hides a mystery, but I'll tear it apart brick by brick to learn the secret of Delilah's immortality, as long as this ends watching her cough blood. Delilah might have pulled herself up from nothing, but I ran out of sympathy for tyrants and witches a long time ago. Too slow. Things seem to be the worst here. The two times are overlapping somehow. At least you're safe for now. Payment for all the throats you ripped open. The key might be in Hypatia's office. While they're off balance, deliver a fatal blow. Now to put Delilah on Emily's throne one last time. I love you. Senseless killing. I can't afford friends, old man. We had a hiding place near here. Maybe this keeps out the riffraff, but it didn't stop me. Not just yet. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer. What else? Come on. Gotta get my ring from Ramsay. All this is her doing, and she'll die for it. In the end, what does it matter? Taking your coin, taking your life. If you knew about Delilah, you shouldn't have kept it from me. Locked. Good. This must lead to the Duke's vault, but I need his key. The city is crawling with the Duke's men. Before this is over, I'll be wanted for a lot more death. You helped Dowd kill Jessamine. No, I spotted you. That'll get you cut open. Soon, but I need to follow up with something first. All right. We've tangled my strange friend, and I live to tell the tale. Now I'll find you and finish it. But one way or another, Ramsay is too dangerous to be left in play. All I want is to put an end to Delilah and make sure Emily is safe. One more time. And who do you think I am? Pull yourself up. Climb over. Barred from the other side. Sprint to build up speed. Maybe we'll meet again, Aramis Stilton. Damn it! All that trouble for a lock that didn't keep me out. Good riddance, you pompous sermonizer. Every coin I pick up brings me closer to making things right again. Forgiveness isn't my specialty. Whatever happens next, lay low. But when the time comes, tell people the truth. Emily's witch aunt I never heard of came from Karnaca, where that monster started killing as well. What is going on there? I'm close to the center of whatever happened. This must be Paolo's place. Wait, it's not done yet. An interim overseer outpost. What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things. Of course not. She's driving all of this. I'm training you in a style that emphasizes quickness and adaptability. The downside is that you're not heavily armored. Avoiding damage is key. What is this? I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new empress, Delilah. Too slow. The Duke has repeated the Lord Regent's mistake. All right. At least Sokolov is safe. Now for Jindosh. The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton. Old scars run deep, don't they, Luca? The Duke's vault. This must be the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia. Too noisy. Jessamine? Delilah's stronger now. And now to see how well your magic works, Delilah. All right. I'll remember that. Stilton wasn't born to all this. Allegedly, he started as a miner. With Ashworth dead, this device is useless. These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on. If I get through this, I'm going to grill a whole blood ox and eat the entire thing myself. May your spirit fade so that you find peace, Vice Overseer. Time is an odd thing. I left Karnaca decades ago, excited about all that Dunwall might hold. I remember falling in love with Jessamine, watching her crowned as Empress, Emily's birth, the rat plague, then Jessamine's death and another coronation. Now all this, back in the city where I was born. How many more lives do I have to take before it all ends? How many people had forgotten this mask?
Emily, what happened?
Another bar fight. The world is full of secrets. Most people waste their lives, then beg for a few more seconds at the end. Thanks for what you've told me. Stay hidden for a few more days. Maybe things will get better after that. If I use this machine on Jindosh, it will destroy part of his intellect. Well done. Time for some more weapons and combat training. Yes, just like that. Ready. The old city must have changed a lot. Keep it up. Sounds like you have a plan. Don't waste crossbow bolts. I'm sorry, Anton. Your knowledge is just too dangerous. So much misery under tyrants like the Duke. More corpses, more blood flies. Imagine this falling from the Duke's hands after decades down in a mine. Stilton's manor is falling apart. The good doctor's not here. He spotted you. I'm not sure how much things have changed, but hopefully Stilton has done some good here. So much for all your good intentions, Stilton. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. That's the problem with secrets. They're never really safe from people like me. Byrne had plans for the city. All dust now. I need time to think. Talking to Sokolov or Megan might help. Your father would be so ashamed of you, Luca. Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's anyone else's fault, that's beyond me. Delilah's somewhere inside the tower. Hope she's ready to die. Duke Luca Abel. You'd better hope I never see you again, Billy. I'm taking the skiff, and I'll go alone from here. That'll put an enemy in the ground. There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption. Street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it. Sprint, vault, then slide. As much as I hate to say it, Karnaca needs a man like Byrne. Given time, an enemy will notice you, even if you're at the edge of their peripheral vision. Whatever happened seems to be centered at some focal point. One more, or 1,000 more. Delilah deserves what she's about to get. What are these things? You're not fit for that watch uniform. All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do. That should help. Block with your blade. You let me break your chokehold. I'll need this for the sample. What do I have to do to get Emily back? What do I have to become? Trouble has found us again, Jessamine. This is the thing Ashworth made to hold Delilah's spirit. It's been over 30 years. So much has happened since I left. Lucia Pastor, right? You really think you can make a difference here?
What?
He broke your chokehold. If you need motivation, imagine wanting to sneak out of Dunwall Tower at night to meet young Wyman and your other friends. And imagine your father trying to catch you. I have to get around that. Ramsey's been busy. Gotta find a ship. Let's set out for Karnaca. You don't have to worry about that. Now lean out. Slowly. After this is over, I might take a more aggressive approach to rooting out our enemies. That's a long drop. Royal Protector, Spy Master, and maybe Executioner too. Rubber stamping death decrees at will. You never should have threatened my daughter, Delilah. A broken altar. Now I'm going to save my daughter and win back her throne. I remember this endless cold. Delilah Copperspoon. Or is it Caldwin?
How is this possible?
The wall of light. Effective against the riffraff. I want you to sneak up on me. If you can. Goodbye, Anton. I need to open the gate. Emily, this way. I've been here before. Too late for regrets. Maybe the overseers are right for wanting to burn this place to the ground. I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared. You're lying. So that gives me at least one way into Aramis Stilton's house. Delilah. Sorry, Megan. I can't afford any loose ends. All that's left to do is hit the switch, and Ashworth should be powerless. Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days. Gotta get past this. This is twisted. Ambush. The closest path to the Royal Conservatory should be through Syria Gardens. Mortimer Ramsay, the entitled son of entitled parents. The Duke's coup relied on a weasel like you. There are monsters lurking in the ocean and in palaces. The Crown Killer won't be taking any more lives. I'll do what I can, Alexandria. I have to stop Delilah. She's got to be eliminated. Don't make any sound. I'd love to see this thing choking Delilah to death. There's the notebook. I wonder if he'll ever recover from that night. Jessamine's face has never faded from my memory. Could Delilah truly be her sister? This looks important. I wonder what it does. I won't stop until the ocean itself is blood, no matter how many have to die. Somehow I got out of that alive. It's ready. Not sneaky enough for me. Damn. I can see Jindash's mansion from here. This is what you get for not standing up to the Duke. I knew plenty of people like Paolo growing up. Maybe not as crafty. Spotted you again. Tricky. Maybe there's a way around 3 years from now. I don't understand. Rats, blood flies. There's always some plague killing off the weak. Everyone who crosses my path on the way to Duke Abel is going to regret it. They all deserve to bleed. Jindash, it's time to pay for what you've done, and maybe I can find Sokolov. Bet I could make acid with this equipment. Pour it right down into the Duke's gullet. Girl. It must be nice to be on the Duke's payroll. Stilton's home hides a mystery, but I'll tear it apart brick by brick to learn the secret of Delilah's immortality, as long as it ends with her in chains. She might have pulled herself up from nothing, but I ran out of sympathy for tyrants and witches a long time ago. Tick, tick, tick. Reminds me of all the hearts I've stopped. Seems only fair that I'm the one who adds your name to the list. It could be tricky. She might not give me any choice but to fight, and Delilah deserves whatever she gets. I need to get through there. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Let's see what this says. Hopefully it's inside. What are these things? The wildlife is so rich here in Karnaca. I want to hear you say it, Jessamine. If all I can hear are the last echoes of your voice, that's enough. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I hope this works. I broke your chokehold. This is Delilah's doing. Stay low and out of your enemy's line of sight. 3 years ago, if only we'd known this was going on, could have stopped it. I remember the first time I looked upon this place, so long ago. Take cover there. Yes, I'll follow you even into your painted world, Delilah. Give me a bit more time. I can use the elevator to reach Delilah up in the throne room. We should head out. Everything's gone. Coming back here, seeing it changed, run into the ground. Some people have reached beyond others. If I put people to work down in a mine, I'd want to live in a fortified bunker too. Make your way toward me. What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight? You should have told me that Megan helped Dowd kill Jessamine. No more witches in Karnaca. If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that you only deserve to keep your throne if you're ready to roll out a red carpet of blood before it. We'll be face to face soon, and I'll end you, Delilah. I can see this slowly crushing the faces of everyone who stands against us. The wires inside would be better used strangling half the people in the aisles. How does it feel? You won't wreak any more havoc, Delilah. When you wake up, things will be different, Stilton. I need to find a few coins. That should do it. I never thought I'd be trying to infiltrate the tower to kill an empress. The witches looted everything. Not a smart move. All right, I need to eliminate Jindash and find Anton Sokolov. That's my girl. The void again. But it feels different. My daughter. Someday I'll type out my memoirs. All that I've seen. published only after my death. Look at this place. What's going on here? What effect is knocking Stilton unconscious going to have on the present? That's a big drop. Give me a bit more time. Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back. Too loud. Move into a sprint before you jump or vault. Such decadence. Something's missing. He's alive, but I burned his mind out. Used one of his machines against him. Enjoy it while you can, Delilah. Retribution is coming. That wasn't here before. Botany and diseases. Not quite enough. Come to me. Sprint to build up speed before you jump. I see. Clever. Someone should have taught you better manners. How many lives to balance against Jessamine's or Emily's? 1,000? That's it. The body Mindy sent me after. You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the crown killer, eventually. No threat here, but stay awake. They'll come for her eventually. Too bad poison's not my first choice in weapons. Oh, very subtle. So steady, like a heart beating, and just as easy to stop. Stilton had taste before lunacy took his mind. If only truth and justice could really be weighed on scales. Goodbye, Anton. Go to sleep, Aramis Stilton. Damn fool miners. Still haven't learned they're expendable. Long live the Empress. What a mess. Time to go. Back to the dreadful whale. Sorry, Stilton. There's a price for running with people like the Duke. You're a natural at this. I knew it even when you were little. Back when we played hide and seek. I've never seen blood flies this bad. Disloyal dogs. The space behind the walls. Go for the fatality. When an enemy is off balance, you can land a lethal counterattack. I need to find a ship. Goodbye, Hypatia. The monster had to die. Gotta move. No time to waste. Die, you parasite. She's gone. Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview. Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon. Keep your feet moving. Climb and vault when you can. I'm an agent of the true Empress, Emily Caldwin. Maybe I should study dentistry to help with interrogations. Delilah Copperspoon. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsay. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune. Get ready to feel pain, Your Eminence. Yes. I found a way to get around Paolo and Byrne, and I've been to Stilton's house. Let's go. Maybe if we put more fingers in vices, we'd have less rabble-rousing. Time to get going. This is my payment for having to wade through so much shit lately. Emily, I'll make this right. I promise. All right, there's nothing for us here now. You knew Delilah? When were you going to tell me? Emily, hang on a bit longer. Let's see what's in here. I'm going to bleed out your son and send him into the grave after you. No one here. I thought I was fighting with someone. I feel strange. Helmets to protect your head down in the mines while your lungs rot. Rest now. But know that I'm going to end Delilah's reign. I swear it. The Crown Killer. Remind me someday to tell you about the time I crept up on the greatest assassin of our age. The man responsible for your mother's death. The man whose life I decided to spare. You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help. Too late for regrets. You've learned well. Leave it to the Hatter gang to try to profit from the chaos of this coup. Clockwork soldiers. Being that clumsy will get you killed. Yes. I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house. We can go. I remember seeing that written down somewhere a long time ago. This man built up Serkonos, and his idiot son tore it down. At least the Crown Killer won't be taking any more lives. Sorry, Doctor. I'd rather have a box of wasps under glass. More honest. Snap out of it, man. My lucky day.
How is this possible?
Looks like Kieran Jindosh made these alternate lenses for Ashworth's device. Now I can use them to sabotage it. Looks like there's more work for you ahead, my old friend. Why is there a tree in the middle of the chapel? Perfect shot. This part of the facility's been abandoned for a while. Sorry, Doctor. Get back. I don't know how to kill Delilah yet. I've got to get out of the tower. Surely you have some parting words. Delilah's witches. I want to look around for a bit first. You're quick? Is Stilton somewhere inside? Can he feel what's coming? That's a shame. You can't. I need you. What kind of sadistic joke is this? Not that way. Feels as good as I remember. I remember this place. I wonder if it was even really alive. Busted, Emily. Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here. I know what it means to give up all hope of gaining justice cleanly. You pass a point, and then you take what you need. But you shouldn't have taken from me, Delilah. I should take care of this before leaving. Look at this place. I'll need this. You experimented on people during the plague. The Grand Circonan Guard. Those walls won't keep me out, Aramis Stilton. Good thing old Duke Theodanis didn't live to see this. No! I am. Not the coziest accommodations. Time to get going. Glad I didn't have to work that out myself. Now wander the void for eternity, Delilah. Why am I here? Again and again.
As am I. As am I.
Follow me. Watch over me. Grant me the strength I need. Who would build something like this? And why? No survivors is the surest way. This place is cursed, cracked. I can feel the void seeping in. Just a while longer, then we'll be off. Theocracy is not what Karnaca needs, Byrne. More of Jindush's clockworks. That's the watchtower. Greed. Addermeyer. Time to shake some answers loose from the good doctor. What was that? You hit hard. Good. I'm a wanted man again. Welcome home. Everything hurts. A good hit. Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah. Delicious. This must be the key to the Duke's vault. I need my sword. Megan, I'm taking the skiff. I want to go to Dunwall Tower alone.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
This could be handy. Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the crown killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate. Maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too. If you can reach a ledge, use it. Pull yourself up. Bodies. Corruption. Let's see what's in here. This is it. Aramis Stilton's home. That's definitely what I came to see. Don't think of this city as flat. Get up high. What's going on here? They'll need new boots after this. I know you struggled. After years at court, I'm a nobody again. But what I've seen here will stay with me when I return to Dunwall Tower. Being in Karnaca again has given me perspective. Try to make more clockwork soldiers now, Grand Inventor. That's not quite right. I should check Vasco's notes. Now that things have changed, Stilton might be able to make a difference after the Duke falls. I have no money on me. I need to get back. Maybe I should flood Karnaca with killing fumes. Wrap this up quicker. Emily would fall asleep in here after the plague.
Emily!
Revenge on one side, Wade and giving up like a coward on the other. Aim for the bottles. Take it easy. I'll explain everything. Delilah's on the verge of figuring something out. Some kind of decorative animal. Don't do that against the Hatters or the Graveyard Girls. There you are, my love. For mobility, you've got to stay light. No heavy armor. So a couple of sword blows can put you in the ground. It looks that way. To find a way to help Emily and to give her back the throne. What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question. I'm not that kind of visitor. It's infested, all right. I used to listen while Emily and her governess Callista read from this book. I'm glad she wasn't here to see Emily driven out of Dunwall Tower. I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.